All righty.
So we're good here, and then we are over here. And voila. It's going to show up in just a moment.
Righty. All right, we're good to go.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody, to
Yes.
another Sunday here with me and Miss Leigh. Excited. I missed you all's faces. I was here in the chat last Sunday, but I was on the road. So that story was absolutely wonderful, Miss Leigh. I enjoyed it so
I
much.
love it.
And I've been thinking about soup ever since,
Yes. Yes.
you know, also, I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Speaking of soup, that's one of the good things you can do if you have that turkey bone and what was left over from that turkey, you can freeze it and make some turkey stew.
Yes. Yes. You can do
My
so
grandma,
many leftovers.
oh yeah, she used to freeze the turkey and wintertime it get good in winter and she'll pull that thing out and from what was there from Thanksgiving and she would
Yep.
make that turkey stew and whew,
Yes. So good. Yes.
Mm, 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 mm. Well, happy Sunday though, Miss Leigh and Miss TJ and everybody out there.
Happy Sunday, Miss BB and Miss TJ and everybody, all our little listeners, big listeners. Happy Sunday.
Absolutely. Well, we do know that it's December 1st, but I am still going to share something or a thing that had come up that I'm thankful for. Of course, again, as we always say, there's something that you could be thankful for every single day. Almost every second of the day, there's something you could be thankful for. But before we do that, of course, we want to do what we normally do on Sundays, which is to wish everyone a blessed and peaceful, prosperous week. Those that are going back to school, of course, we always wish you protection on your way to and from school. The bus drivers, cafeteria hands, teachers, all of those that are in the care and protection of our children and their education. We want all to be protected. All the parents and grown-ups out there listening, of course, we want to send the same blessing out to you as you go to and from work, in and out of your week, this all through the week, whether you work at home or whatever the case may be. We want to wish you all peace, blessings, and prosperity the week as well. Um, the holidays are upon us. Those things can raise a lot of emotions, both happy and sad. We remember those who are no longer with us. And, we also are happy for remembering the days and the different things that they taught us, those folks who are no longer with us. So it was something that came across, and I know we were doing this through the month of November, but I wanted to share another thing I was thankful about. Today usually Miss BB is hot. I'm at that age where I'm always hot, having hot flashes, but I've been cold a lot lately. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm thankful for warmth. Something that seems so small, coats and clothes and socks and gloves and hats and things like that. Those things seem like such a basic need or basic thing that everyone seems to have, but guess what? Everyone doesn't have it. I know that there's a lot of churches that, do drives, coat drives and blanket drives and things like that. People will, get together and do drives and give blankets and coats to the homeless. But I want to suggest even going beyond doing a drive or even a notification. You may go to school every single day and notice that a friend or somebody you never even spoke to seems cold just because they necessarily live in a big house or their parents work or whatever the case may be. Nobody knows everybody's situation. So the key is to really be nosy, to need to know the situation, just to be observant that there's somebody cold or in need. So if you got an old coat in your house, you don't have to make a public announcement. Speak to your parents. Mom, dad, I've got old coats. I've seen little Sarah or little Johnny at school cold. It doesn't have to be a big announcement that she or he is cold. Just kindly give them a coat. If they decide not to take it, that's okay too. But it doesn't have to be an announcement. It doesn't have to be a post on social media. It doesn't have to be something that's said. If you see it and there's something you can do about it, do something about it. Somebody might have a big house and you assume that they have all the money in the world. Why would they need a coat? You don't know. And it's not important to know why they need a coat. All that's important is that you saw they needed a coat. You've got an extra one. give it to them. It's just that simple. Just that simple. Be observant of people's needs. And it's not that you're trying to save the world, but that's how you start. You notice a need, something that you have extra or something that you can do something about it, do it without hesitation and without needing to be recognized for it. It's just that simple.
That's true. That is so
That's all.
true.
So I was
Yep.
just thinking about being warm, and that
Mm.
kind of got me to we are so, we overlook the small things and we think that having heat and coats and socks and those things are just normal. Why should I be that? Why do you even think about that when it's something that you just happen to look in a drawer or closet and you have it? But
Yep.
everybody doesn't, so
True.
that's all I wanted to just say. I'm thankful for being warm.
I love it. I love it. I really do. And that's the truth. It's a good thing to do that. Be observant. If you do see something like that, offer. Definitely offer. Have
And
a
it's
coat
okay.
drive.
Don't be offended if they don't take it, because having people that seem to have things, if they don't, it can be embarrassing. It can feel shit, and it's okay. So it
Mhm.
doesn't have to be a show. Just kindly give it to them and walk away. If they don't want it, they don't want it. It's okay. But
Yeah.
you've noticed that this person has been cold, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So just kindly do that and leave it alone, no matter what. You've already been rewarded just by being observant to somebody else in need, and you had the ability to do something. That's
Yes.
all it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that. Good idea. Please do that. If you see that, offer. Have a coat drive. If you don't have one in your community, but you
That's right.
can,
Start
let teachers
start
know. Yeah, start one. Start one.
Absolutely.
You start
Even
working
even
there, you can start a
see
coat drive.
neighbors. Absolutely. If you see neighbors that are elderly and all of a sudden it's starting to get colder, knock on the door and just offer something, whatever it may be. Do you need me to run to the store for you? Whatever the case may be, they can say no. It's not
Mhm.
about being nosy. It's just about being observant. You know what I mean? And having a big heart is having a lot more than what money can offer,
That's
so
right. That's right. And that's true. I love it. You know what? It's funny. I'm grateful and thankful for the children that are in my life, children that I don't even know yet, just children of the world. They are our future. They are our future leaders, our doctors, educators, lawyers. Whatever they want to be. This generation is different. I'll say that it's different from our generation, but there's hope. There's always hope for any generation. We're going to look up to you all for
Absolutely.
guidance that take care of us as we get older.
That's
I
right.
love children. Anyone who doesn't know, if you don't know, I'm a home daycare provider for 24 years. I have sculpted the minds of many children. They have sculpted my mind. I learned from you too. We learn from the children as well. It's not
Mhm.
just the adults that always are teaching the children. They're teaching us. They're teaching us to be selfless. To have that genuine innocence, that hope, that happiness. Um,
Yes.
Children mean everything. Children, like I said,
Absolutely.
they are our future. Their minds are like sponges. So please be gentle with the children. Be gentle with what you teach them, what you show them, what they see. They look at everything. When you think they're not looking, they're looking.
They're
So
looking and they're listening. You're
yeah,
right.
you listen, and they're repeating, okay, and they're mimicking what they see. So it's so important just to see a child smile, the look on their face when you walk into a room. It brightens my day. I could be having a bad day, but if I see something like that, or coming here every Sunday, just doing this, knowing that there's going to be some children, whether they're watching it now live or next month, it doesn't matter. Just
Mhm.
knowing and hearing someone say, "Hey, you know what? We saw you, Miss BiBi, Miss TJ." It's enlightening. You know what I mean? It's just gives me hope. Lets me know we got to keep going. Because
Yes.
they're absorbing that. They're absorbing these books. It takes it back to old school. Like I said, everything's so digital, everything's computer, everything's tablet. This is wonderful. I just love to do this. Like I said, for the children. Miss BiBi loves it. Miss TJ loves it. It's rewarding in many, many ways. So
Right.
that is what I am grateful and thankful for. The children, like I said, in my life, my daughter, nieces, nephews, godchildren, everyone, children I don't, like I said, even know. Children I've worked with in the past, work with now. Love you all.
Yes.
I'm
Those
grateful.
that haven't even been born for. I mean, all of you, all of you. You are the reason that it brings us here. You know what I mean? And we do this, it's not just for you, it's for us too, because
Mhm.
that's how heartfelt we are when it comes to the children. And
Yeah.
you couldn't have said that so right. And I hope that, each Sunday, as you all are watching Miss Lee tell our stories and be so, with the beautiful stories that we have, I hope that you all are getting some kind of, socialism out of this, and some kind of, sense of belonging and community and things like that. And we'll be able to take this with you. You know what I mean? Be able to take that type of unity with you out into the world as you all grow up and have children of your own someday. So
Yes.
that's wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Lee, what do you have for us today?
I have a great one today. It's December 1st, so happy December, everybody. Look, Christmas is around the corner. Winter time is coming, where it feels like winter right now.
I did
But
say I smell snow.
yeah, exactly. I can't wait. I don't know if we're going to get any big snow this year. It'd be nice if we did, because that takes me back to my childhood. And Miss BiBi, I'm sure your childhood building snowmen. I mean, it's so fun to build a snowman. It is so
That's
much
right.
fun. I know you guys are going to love this book, because I've skimmed over it. I looked at it. It's really cute. I hope you all enjoy it. It's called Snowmen at Night.
Right.
One wintry day, I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day, when I saw him, he was not the same at all. I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawn and down the street, right into the park. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice cold cocoa made by snowman mothers. Then the snowmen games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. After everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice, they go on over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. Sometimes they start giggling, and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other till they fall down. They gather up their snowballs. The pitcher takes his aim, and underneath the moonlit sky, they play a baseball game. No one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite a sight, with snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. Then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill. Woohoo! They yell. This is by far the snowman's biggest thrill. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy, so they slowly gather up their things and one by one they go. So if your snowman's grin is crooked or he's lost a little height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. And that is the end of Snowmen at Night. And this is so cute because I can remember being little, building a snowman, and it may look different the next day. And you're trying to figure out, wait a minute, his nose fell off or the scarf came off. Of course, when you're little, you don't know. He melted some, but
Yeah, and you would go and be like, "Well, what happened to his eye? Where did his?" You know what I thought was so funny is that they're sitting there. Anybody know why they're drinking ice cold cocoa?
cold cocoa. That's right.
You
Yeah.
know why?
Yep. Yep.
Yes. If it was hot, they would melt.
Exactly. I said, this is too cute. That is so cute. And it
You
really
know,
is.
and it really is. When we were younger, we would go out and play in the snow. We would sleigh ride just like they did. It was
Yep.
so fun. We
Yeah.
would be over at George Mason at the
Yeah.
field house. But we would be all cold, our toes and fingers, and we would stay outside all day.
All
But
day.
when it was time to come in, we didn't get ice cold cocoa. We got hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa.
And
That's right.
that let us know that the day was done. We weren't
Yep.
gonna go back out because
Yes,
once it was over. But yes, those were the great, great, great times. Well,
Oh,
peace to you, Mr. Hood, Mayor NYC. Thanks for joining us tonight. That was a great, great story. As the winter is approaching, I really do hope that a lot of you, if I hope we do get some snow this year
yeah, I do
because
too.
it's been a long time coming, and it will be really, really great to see you guys out there playing in the snow, sleigh riding, snowball fight, building snowmans, and
Yep.
all kind of that was the most fun,
Yeah.
back then. So I hope we do. Although I don't necessarily like being that cold anymore, but I would go out and play for a little while at least.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. I mean, of course, the cleanup is annoying, but hey.
When you're kids, you don't think about that. The fun.
Yeah, that's for the adults to worry about. It's not for the kids to worry about. You guys just go out there and enjoy yourself. But yeah,
That's
that's an adult problem.
I mean, we would have socks, we would have all kind of things, on and think about it, what we were talking about before about being warm. Now, we didn't think anything of it. We would have bags on our feet to stay warm, to keep them
Yes.
wet, socks on our even
Yeah,
though
I was gonna say
we would have socks pulled down just to make sure that the ice wouldn't get down
that.
inside. Because once you get all wet, it's time we ready to go inside.
Time to go in. Exactly. You're right too. We came up with all kinds of different inventions to stay
Yeah.
warm.
And who would have ever thought that it was, some of the things that it was probably because some of us didn't have a lot of money. But we never felt like didn't have anything. We had everything we needed and then some.
Exactly.
I mean, we had a family in our neighborhood that owned what was it, a dump truck. Do you
Yeah.
remember them giving us that big giant tire?
Yes.
We
Yes.
use as a sleigh, and we would
As a
all
sleigh.
get in
Yep.
it like an inner tube. I mean, a whole bunch of people can get on in that,
Yes.
and we would
Yes.
slide
That's
down
true.
here. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
fun. So much fun.
So much fun, so much fun. Well, we hope that you all could create your own traditions and your own games as the winter approaches and enjoy, have fun, get outside, run through the snow, make angels, snow angels
More
even.
angels. Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, oh yeah, all of that. Just enjoy being young and enjoy the experience.
Exactly.
I don't know if me and Miss Leigh could get down and make an angel. We might be able to, but I don't know about getting back up.
That might be a little difficult.
We
We may
need
need
all
to
of you listeners to come and help us up.
exactly.
But that was a wonderful story, and we look forward to seeing what we have for next week. And as
Yes.
you all approach the holidays, just keep in mind, be kind. You know what I mean? Be
Yes.
observant. Do what you can. From your heart. And that's it. Just enjoy, and
Enjoy.
we hope you enjoy family and again traditions and everything.
Yes.
So we'll see you next week, and we'll be surprised again.
Yes.
Right? We love you all. Have a
Love
wonderful, wonderful week. Bundle up, though it's cold.
you. Yes. Have a blessed week, everyone. Be safe.
All right. Bye.
Bye.